Lynn, believe it or not, there was a day that I thought you weren't interested in me. I didn't think I would be your girlfriend, let alone your wife. I'm sure we both doubted the wife title after 2016, but here we are. Today is the day we become wives, partners for life, and forever teammates. I couldn't be more excited for this day and to be your wife. Our story is unique, and today will be too. It's a perfect next step in our adventure. Thank you for seeing me, believing in us, and taking this step with me. Fiancé has been fun, but I'm ready for the next phase. Let's get married, baby. Love today and always, forever your wife, Tam. You today and always. It's finally here, the day we have been designing, counting down to, looking forward to, and dreaming of. It is pretty surreal. I can't wait to see my beautiful bride in our future in just a little while. Enjoy these moments and time with your family. Soak it all in. I will be waiting. Hi, honey. At this point, text or call me. I'll explain what is going on here.
To Taylor, the love of my life on our wedding day. Taylor, where do I even begin? Thank you for always being by my side, being my better half, and for marrying me today. Every day that I've been with you, I've woken up grateful to have you in my life. And tomorrow I get to wake up knowing I get the chance to spend the rest of my life with you. I don't know what that will feel like yet, but it's something I've dreamed of since the moment we met. Today, I want us to remember it's not us. Today sets the tone for the rest of our days. Weeks, years to come. Tomorrow when we wake up, the vendors will disappear, our family may go back home, our friends back to work, and it will just be me and you. So through every moment today, let's love like we never have before. It's going to fly by, so let's celebrate it like there's no tomorrow, and like it's our next big step into the next chapter of our lives, since it is. I know how much you love cards, so each one is special. This one is homemade, is the homemade one. If you haven't seen the back, flip it over. Continue to card 2. Don't open the gift yet. To be continued. A card from me wouldn't be a card unless it contained a little profanity. In just a few hours, minutes, seconds, we will have our big reveal. For the past 1+ years, I have anticipated this moment and how it would feel, how you would look, what we would say. But I just want to take a moment and say, nothing could ruin today, not a chip nail, a hair out of place, a blemish, nothing. Do me a favor and show yourself all the love you deserve because your true beauty is within. Okay, I can't keep you much longer, so go get your hair done, that dress on, and most of all, get that smile ready because we're about to have the best day. Please take a seat, grab your phone, and enjoy my gift. I hope it's something that will always remind you of our past, present, future, and all the good times. Here's to the love and to these adventures. P.S. If no one has told you yet that you look stunning over there, let me be the first to boost that confidence and tell you, you are one and gorgeous woman, Taylor.
So do you.
Ready?
Yes.
I don't know, actually. I think we're pretty good.
You're already crying. You didn't even see me.
You look stunning.
Hi. You look great.
Excited?
Yeah. You ready?
Yes, I am pretty ready.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Okay.
Wrapped up, so consumed by all this hurt. If you ask me, don't know where to start. Anger, love, confusion, roads that go nowhere. I know there's somewhere better, 'cause you always take me there. Came to you with a broken faith, gave me more than a hand to hold. Caught before I hit the ground. Tell me I'm safe, you've got me now. Would you take the wheel if I lose control? If I'm lying here, will you take me home? Could you take care of a broken soul? Will you hold me now? Or will you take me home? 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 Hold a gun to my head, count 1, 2, 3. If it helps me walk away, then it's what I need. Every minute gets easier the more you talk to me. You rationalize my darkest thoughts, yeah, you set them free. Came to you with a broken faith, gave me more than a hand to hold. Caught before I hit the ground. Tell me I'm safe, you got me now. Would you take the wheel if I lose control? If I'm lying here, will you take me home? Could you take care of a broken soul? Or will you hold me now? Or will you take me home? Or will you take me home? Or will you take me home?
This is so much prettier.
Thank you all for attending today as we celebrate Taylor and Lacey and their commitment to each other. These two beautiful people have begun their love story and are embarking on the next and most exciting chapter of their lives as one. It is important to the both of them that all of you are here as a demonstration of your unconditional love and support as they take this next step. Lacey and Taylor, before we begin, I would like you to take a moment and look around at each other, at your family and friends, and take it all in.
There's nothing greater in this world than finding the people with whom we feel safe, secure, and most ourselves. We search to find that person most accepting of our flaws. We search to find the person most encouraging of our dreams, even those crazy, impulsive ones that never get off the ground. But most of all, we search to find the person who loves us so unconditionally and completely. Taylor and Lacey believe in their love today, as do all of us who have gathered to witness their marriage. As they go forth into the next chapter of their life, they do so with confidence, knowing that their search has come to an end. I know everyone here supports and believes in these two women. However, I've had the pleasure of knowing them the longest, and I am possibly the closest thing Lacey will ever come to having a husband. No, really. Lacey is my work wife. She's my best friend, and over the last 10 years I've known her, she has proven to be the most motivated, intelligent, loving, charismatic, passionate, caring, and sometimes feisty women I have ever met. But that was until she introduced me to Taylor. Lacey had never formally introduced me to any girlfriend before or after Taylor, so it was a surprise when she did. But I immediately knew why. Taylor had all those same amazing qualities as Lacey, and I knew Taylor was the one. And after getting to know them as a couple, I saw those same qualities grow in both, as well as a sense of happiness and adventure I had never seen in either of them before. They support and inspire each other to take on new challenges, from visiting foreign countries, surfing after only seeing the ocean for the first time, climbing multiple 14ers a day, exploring new career opportunities,
Touchy subject.
and so much more. They were, are, and forever will be perfect for each other. That all being said, happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. And in marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together facing the world. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forget, forgive, and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow old. It is a common search for good in the beautiful. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner. And now for the vows. As Taylor and Lacey exchange their vows today, they do so from a place of deep love and commitment. Although today has been lighthearted by nature, there is nothing they take more seriously than the opportunity to demonstrate love for all of you to hear. Taylor, can you read your vows now?
In your version of our story, it was love at first sight when you first saw me. What you didn't know is how much hope I had for what could be when I first came across your profile. Little did you know that there I was in Missouri checking in on you and your life, wondering what could be if we ever had the chance to meet. It turns out I was nowhere near ready for what you were prepared to offer. Who knew that the girl I was obsessing over from afar would fall so hard and fast for me too. When we finally did meet and got to know each other, I knew you were someone special. What drew me to you were all the things that we had in common, along with your take charge attitude, your strong sense of self, your knowledge, your confidence, your beautiful smile, and your cute butt, to name it. I knew you had what I wanted for a future. I just didn't think that I would get the chance to experience it with you. Because as we all know, I had some kinks to work out, some growing up to do, and needed some time to realize exactly what we had. There's honestly a part of me that can't believe that we are here today, doing exactly what both of us had hoped for when for so long it seemed like we were on different pages. But that hug that you shared when we reconnected outside of Two Rivers quickly reminded me of just how special our connection was. Lacey, you and I have a unique path that has brought us to this day. It is not what anyone has ever read in a fairy tale or seen in a Disney movie, but I personally love our story. Our relationship is a testament to the idea that if you love someone, let them go, and if it's meant to be, it will find a way. We are also an example that sometimes you meet the right person, but at the wrong time. And we are absolutely the exception to most dating rules, like don't get back together with an ex, for example. I personally wouldn't have it any other way, and I couldn't be happier to be standing here today getting to marry someone who makes me a better person, someone who truly has the biggest heart in this entire world, and someone who supports me in such a way that makes me feel like I could fly if I tried. Being loved by you is so special, and I am so, so lucky. You do so much for me, for us, and for the boys. I'm so grateful for the way that you make our lives easier, how you've become a Bills fan or even a football fan. Not to mention the fact that you almost always let me pick what we watch before bed. Oh, and the way that you always share a bite of your food with me is so selfless. I am grateful that we find joy in spending time outdoors, and that your passion for health and fitness matches mine. While we do have similar interests and love spending time together, we are also very different individuals. I have so much to learn from you. You have so many amazing qualities that I can stand to acquire, sharing food, for example. Which brings me to my first promise. I promise to always learn from you. One of my favorite things about you and our relationship is our devotion to growth. As we continue our relationship and lifelong partnership, I also promise to continue to grow with you, both as an individual and as your partner. I promise to always do the work.
It's a big fish.
He likes what I have to say. I will strive to always be your teammate, although I may fall short at times, but you already know that I'm not perfect. And because I'm not perfect, I promise to always give you grace and have patience with your humanness, although I may tease you about it because it's not often that you do anything less than perfect. I promise to continue to challenge you in both the good ways and the bad. But I'm sure at this point you wouldn't expect anything less. And now for the really important stuff.
No, she's not.
I'm not done. I have a few more pages. I promise to always vacuum the floors. I promise to always share my chapstick with you. I promise to always buy LaCroix even if it's not on the grocery list. I promise to go camping with you at least once each summer. I promise to get up and out of bed when you're thirsty and want a snack. I promise to make all the phone calls that you don't want to make. I promise to keep you wild. I promise to always be honest with you. I promise to learn from my mistakes. I promise to lean in even if in the moment I want to lean out. I promise that you will never question if you are beautiful or loved. I promise to support you the way that you do me. And I promise to balance your needs with mine. And I promise to always make you proud to call me your wife. Still more. We wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you. Thank you for giving me the space to grow up and become the woman that you love today. Thank you for loving me no matter how hard I can be to love. Thank you for allowing me to create a ring swap that felt completely comfortable to me and in alignment with my unconditional self. Thank you for taking my ideas and turning them into a reality. And most of all, thank you for being the incredible person, your secret soft side, your unwavering support, your passion, your love for me, and the way you make me feel safe can forever seem like not long enough for the first time in my life. While it took me a little while longer to come around to the idea of marriage, you and the life that we could create together were always something that I knew I wanted. I'm so grateful for second chances, and I'm truly so excited to be your wife.
Now, Lacey, you may read yours.
Finally. Taylor, my better half, my love at first sight, cheesy but true. That first pride, the butterflies you gave me, I just knew you were the one in those very first moments. You always ask, though, how I knew you were the one in such a split second. I have a few ideas. Maybe it was that you had already shown me your ability to forgive, even before we had met. You know, for swiping right a few months prior, but then being too chicken to ever meet up with you. Thanks for forgiving and swiping right one last time. Or maybe it was your patience. Like when you were incredibly patient when I gave you the world's worst directions in a city you weren't familiar with that first day we met. Without your patience, we would have never found each other in the northwest corner slightly right of that statue. Or maybe it was simply the way you brought me joy. The world stopped when I met you, and you instantly became the person I never knew I needed. No matter what it was, that moment in time brought us here. I am so lucky and blessed to not only have you in my life, but get to spend the rest of my life with you. It's not often you let me make you center of attention, but since we have everyone's attention, I'm going to take the opportunity to express all the ways I have fallen in love with you. I love how wild I am about you, and then I get to remind you every day of how beautiful you are inside and out. I love that you knew me, accepted me, and believed in me before anyone else did or no one else would. I love that we're the perfect blend. I'm on time and you're fashionably late. You're good at math and I just think I am. And any fires I inadvertently start, you are so good at putting out. You are truly the calm to my soul. I love that we wake up and we continue to choose each other every day. I love that you know your left from your right, because someone has to in this relationship. I love our ability to be vulnerable, learn from our mistakes, and grow together. I love how you see the world with a glass half full lens, truly seeing nothing but the best in all people and situations. For my promises, I promise to always be your biggest cheerleader. I promise to try to complement your free spirit and never dull your bright light. I promise to let you chase your dreams and support you through them, no matter how crazy they may seem. I promise to be still. Her therapist would thank me for saying that one. I promise to see the beauty I promise to see the beauty in you on the days you can't see it yourself. You can show me the darkest parts of your heart, and I'm still not going to run. I promise to be your nightlight if you can't find your way. I promise to support you through all and any life changes. I promise to grow and change with you and never against you. I promise to keep you safe if you promise to keep me well. There are a few things I can't promise. No. I wish I could stand up here and promise you the world, but the world isn't mine to give. What I can promise is my world and all that it entails. I can't even promise I will never hurt you, because even the best intentions fall short. What I do promise is to always reach for you over my pride, to hold you, to heal you, and to seek forgiveness. I would be lying if I said this will be easy or perfect, that it won't be messy, that we won't have our ups and downs. The truth is, marriage is hard. But there is no one I would rather climb those rocky mountains with than you. Taylor, you are someone that will go after their dreams, but not just go after them. You will pour your whole world into your dreams, and is the one qualities I admire the most in you. I can't wait to see where this life takes us and what dreams we accomplish together. You are my favorite adventure. You are my lifetime.
Be careful with this.
Oh, yeah, there.
I don't know whose this is.
The girly one's for hers.
Oh. Oh, it's down there. The ring is a symbolic of a lasting commitment. As you place the ring on your partner's finger, please think about the unwavering faith in your relationship that has brought you to this point today. Taylor, please repeat after me. Lacey, with this ring, I take you to be my wife in good times and bad. There is no one I'd rather have by my side.
Lacey, with this ring, I take you to be my wife in the good times and the bad. There is no one I'd rather have by my side.
They're all shorter evidence. You have made my future feel like more than just a dream.
You have made my future feel like more than just a dream.
I will be your sidekick in all adventures.
I will be your sidekick in all adventures.
I will be there to make you laugh when you really want to cry.
I will be there to make you laugh when you really want to cry.
And I will love you as my best friend, lover, and partner in crime.
I will love you as my best friend, lover, partner in crime.
Lacey, please repeat after me. Taylor, with this ring, I take you to be my wife in good times and the bad. There is no one I would rather have be by my side.
I was ready for it.
Taylor, with this ring, I take you to be my wife in the good times and in the bad. There is no one I would rather have by my side.
You have made my future feel like more than just a dream.
You have made my future feel like more than just a dream.
I will be your sidekick in all adventures.
I will be your sidekick in all adventures.
I will be there to make you laugh.
And I will be there to make you laugh and not cry.
And I will love you as my best friend, lover, and partner in crime.
And I will love you as my best friend, lover, partner in crime.
Well, there's no turning back now. What do you guys do? You guys do the ring? Do the ring? Oh, do you put it on?
Thanks.
Oh, there's no light.
Yeah, I think we have
Do it first. There we go. Now, there's no turning back now. It is now my personal privilege and great joy to be the first one to introduce Taylor and Lacey as a newly married couple. Partners in life, for life. You may now kiss your wife. Friends and family, I pronounce to you Mrs. and Mrs. Ferguson. We now have your name.
Like the legend of the phoenix, all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning. Love. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 The present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the
Put your hands together. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you the newlyweds Taylor and Lacey Ferguson. And now, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, if you could all please join me in witnessing their first dance as newlyweds.
Oh, darling, there's not much that you can say to stop me from falling in like I am. Oh, darling, even waves can't wash away our names in the sand. Never could, never can. You are my everything. I give up everything. Show me the darkest parts of your heart. I ain't gonna run. Every dance is slow, every kiss is whoa. They say you know when you know, well I know you're the one. Some people bring you a million blessings, some people teach you a million lessons. All that I learned, it wasn't my turn, it wasn't the right time. Some people come in your life for a reason, others they come in your life for a season. But baby, you are a lifetime. Oh, darling, there's no word that can describe the way that I feel tonight.
Can you hear me? Hi.
Hi.
First of all, we just wanted to say thank you guys so much all for coming, making the effort to be here. We love you all, and we are so excited to spend the rest of the night celebrating with everyone. So just wanted to get that out of the way. Also, we're doing things a little differently if you hadn't noticed. So just to clear things up, we did in fact officially do the deed, sign the document, and got married. So we are officially the Fergusons.
So we wanted to first off just extend a special thanks to our parents. I feel like crying all day, not crying for my parents, but just for their love and their support, and then obviously just making today possible. We love you, we're grateful for you, and we thank you for everything you've done. We also wanted to thank our family members, especially the ones that came today. Amy, Angie, and Heather for really coordinating all this, and then everyone else that really made it as beautiful as it is. We definitely could not have done this without you. To Greg, where are you, Greg? Yeah. Greg's the one that made us official, so thanks for being our favorite Les Bro. And then obviously to our vendors, a special thanks to Krista and the Lake House, Deanna, Jazz and video and photography team, and then DJ, photo booth, and obviously our caterer. You guys got to eat a little bit already.
Also to our friends and family, a lot of people have traveled to be here today, so people have come from all over, from Missouri, New York, Chicago, Michigan, Ohio, Texas, Tennessee, Georgia, Minnesota, just to name a few. Thank you for making the trip. It means so much to us, and we are so overwhelmed by everybody who made it. Okay, here I go. Made the time to be here with us. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for making this the best day of our lives. We cannot wait to get this party started. Cheers! All right, enjoy. Let's go.
Yeah. Make it on. Yeah.
Who wants to have the first drink?
Brother by 2 years. I have a wife and 3 daughters here. Michaela, please raise your hand. And then I have a couple daughters all 3 daughters over here. If you see them and they're crying, you just met Michaela, take them to her. So I thought about what I would do for you guys today, and the biggest thing that I wanted to say was thank you so much for coming. There's, as you mentioned, Taylor, earlier, there's so many people here from so many different states. So thank you for making your way out here. Traveling arrangements, getting here during this time of the year can be tough. So I want to just say thank you very much. And I want to thank Evergreen Lake House and all the vendors that Lacey mentioned earlier. Thank you so much. We're here in Colorado on a lake in the mountains. Can't ask much for that. Being in Colorado, I've grown up here my entire life. Lacey's grown up here her entire life. For those of you that traveled in, raise your hand or give me a yelp. All right, let me give you something about Colorado. These are some fun facts. Colorado has 14ers that are peaks. Believe it or not, I didn't know that this speech was going to be a part of the wedding, but I'm wearing a nice little napkin that is supposed to be peaks. All the tables inside are named peaks. Of those 58 peaks, there's only 53. They just named a new one, so we have 54 14ers. For a 14er to be a 14er, you have to be 300 feet above 14,000 feet. For those of you guys don't know, we live in a mile-high city that is 5,280 feet above sea level. So when you guys got off the plane and you thought you were high, you're not. It's something called altitude. My mom and dad and myself, we met Lacey a long time ago. Met her in March 1989, and I faintly remember. But I always wanted a sister, and Lacey has been the best sister to me my entire life. We have something that, I'm coming up with this today, so follow along, okay? We have a buddy system. Lacey and I have been buds since she was born. We've been roommates throughout college. We were roommates after college. And to be honest with you, telling people we are roommates, they always ask, really? Yeah, really. We have that special connection. Not everybody gets to do that with their brother or their sister, and I got to do that with Lacey. Growing up, Lacey and I were heavily in sports. She did soccer, she did basketball, she did softball, I did hockey, baseball, you name it. We did everything. But we were always each other's biggest fan. She would do her soccer, I would be there. I would do my hockey, she would be there. But something changed, very, very significantly changed when Lacey was on the soccer field. Playing hockey growing up, when you're a peewee, I know it sounds kind of goofy, but when you're a peewee, you get to start checking people. Well, when Lacey saw me checking people, she used that tactic on the soccer field. And it was actually kind of fun because it was like a full-on brawl on the soccer field, and she would lay chicks out. It was so much fun. So I used to call it field fairies, but until I got to see Lacey checking full-size chicks on the field, and she is tiny. I was her biggest fan. That leads me into what I call feisty Lacey, which, if you know Lacey, you know she's feisty. I've always been able to rely on Lacey, as she has also been able to rely on me. As I mentioned earlier, we've been together for forever, and I really appreciate having you as a sister. And now today I get to have another sister. So I'm surrounded by chicks. My dad is the only boy now in the family. So we've got that going. I'll tell you a quick story. When we were in college, Lacey and I her major and my major kind of blended together. And we were able to do classes together. And one of the classes that we were able to do was called statistics. And I don't know if you've taken a statistic course, but it's terrible. And I've never used statistics since I took that class. But we would go to the professor's office, we were failing. This had lab, I think we had to do 4 hours. It was a class in 3 hours and lab for an hour, and it was just terrible. But before we got into statistics, I made sure that Lacey had the lab first. Because in the lab, you take the tests. And after every test, Lacey would text me all of the answers. And I got the better grade in statistics. I think we both ended up with C's in that class, but it was awful. Hold on, let me get my phone back up. I made a bunch of notes. I'm up here shaking because I'm cold, and I don't know why I'm doing this. She just asked me to do it. Oh, yes. Taylor. I can put this away now. We've known you for a few years now, and I could not ask for a better sister and for a better aunt to my girls. Will everybody please raise your glasses and help me toast the Chica and Chica, Mrs. Ferguson's. Thank you so much.
Let's hear one more time for Brady.
Hello everyone, my name's Danielle.
Get me out of here.
And we wanted to just thank you guys for coming out here to celebrate Taylor and Lacey. So excited to have you. I did want to start my speech with another poll. We're going to take a poll here.
Cheers!
Okay, so the actual poll is, Taylor before you knew Lacey. $8,000 raised if you thought you'd be at Taylor Ferguson's wedding. Put him down.
Sorry, she's like,
Hey, get down. Hi. What are your girls' names?
I am Zoe.
Zoe.
And this is Jude.
And are you girls sisters or no?
No, we're
Cousins. Okay. Can you get down? You're a duck?
Yeah.
Okay. Come here. You see the gawkies?
Yeah.
What's the point? I guess if you have kids, I can see how it's relevant. And just wasn't really on board. And then I remember where I was when Taylor called me and said so nonchalantly, so we went and we were looking at rings. And I'm like, are you in Salt Lake? Are you looking at the Olympic rings? What are you talking about? She goes, no, engagement rings. And I said, do you know what happens after you get an engagement ring? Typically there's a wedding. She said, yeah, I'm well aware. I said, okay, so we're getting married, huh? She said, yeah, I think I want to get married. And of course, as her best friend, I asked a million questions. Why? What's changing your mind? I'm not going to talk you out of it, but I want to know what's going through your head. And some of the things she shared with me were, Lacey's my best friend. I can't imagine my life without her. She goes on all my adventures. I don't want to go home to anyone else. She supports me in all the ways that I could ever ask, and I love her. So that was it. I didn't ask any more questions. We're getting married, right? So, with that being said, I do want to tell a short, brief story. And of course it's going to come up because I throw it in your face regularly, Taylor. But Taylor and I were sitting at a picnic bench outside of Logan, where we went to school. And we were talking about our futures, and Taylor did say, which all of you know Taylor in some fashion, she doesn't stay anywhere too long. She loves to move around. She's lived many different places before. She did say that she cared about me so much that she was going to consider living in St. Louis.
shocked. I was shocked. There's no way that Taylor would want to live in boring old St. Louis, but she did say it. So I realized why she wants to marry you, Lacey. She got you to fall in love with her. She got you to get engaged. She married you. You aren't packing your bags to Valley, sweetheart. You are packing your bags to St. Louis. You are moving on Monday. All kidding aside, as much as I do wish you were moving to St. Louis, I do know that Taylor loves her life here with you. So if everyone can raise their glass for me. Let's take a cheers to Lacey and Taylor. May your love be modern enough to last the times and old-fashioned enough to last forever.
I was a quick, wet boy diving too deep for coins. All of your street light eyes wide on my plastic toys. Then when the cops closed the fair, I cut my long baby hair and stole me a dog-eared map and called for you everywhere. Have I found you, flightless bird, jealous? We've been lost you. American mouth, big
Diane and I would like to thank you all for joining us in the celebration of Taylor and Lacey's marriage. We are thankful for friends and family celebrating from afar, and we appreciate the love and support shown by you all, and we are very grateful. Taylor. We think those who know you well will agree that you possess a style all your own, and that you embrace life and live it to the fullest. To us, you bring abundant joy, and you keep us constantly amazed. You are driven, yet at the same time caring, kind, thoughtful, fun, and pretty funny too. We feel so fortunate that you fell in love with Lacey, who shares many of these same. Sorry. We feel so fortunate that you fell in love with Lacey, who shares so many of these same traits. Taylor and Lacey, we can't wait to see how your life unfolds together. We are thankful for all that you are, and we wish you a lifetime of happiness. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming, but first of all, I would like everyone to know Lacey's mother, Renee. Probably the most important person of our entire family. So I would like to first and foremost thank each and every single person that came here tonight. From all over the United States, I can't say enough. It really means a lot to me and to Taylor and Lacey, excuse me. I know I wouldn't make it through this. I'm probably the shy one of the family compared to Lacey. But I do appreciate everybody coming here, and thank you so much for coming. I would like to take a moment and say a brief prayer. For everyone bow your heads. Gracious God, Spirit of life and love, we ask all blessings upon Lacey and Taylor. May they be blessed with patience to see through the tough times and tension or conflict. May they be blessed with kindness to enable them to nurture and care for one another. Amen. This is really emotional for me because
No way.
I didn't think I was going to be this way so soon into the speech, but excuse me, I have to get my thoughts together. Renee and I had a special time with Lacey and Taylor. We sold our house that Lacey and Brady, my son, which you heard the phenomenal speech, and I will not be anywhere compared to what he did. But we sold our house pre-COVID in December, and we weren't sure where we wanted to go. We wanted to downsize in our house, but we weren't sure where we wanted to live. So Lacey said to us, you know what, Mom and Dad, why don't you come live with me? And it's like, you know, it'll only be like 3 months, and, you know, it'd be great. And it's like, okay, perfect. Renee and I said yes. We were finishing a house, a custom home that we had built down in Texas. And so we had to go and finish that. And so Renee and I left and went to Texas, thinking that we were going to be back in probably 10 days as they finished the house. And COVID hit. And when COVID hit, we had the best time of our life, but we didn't tell Lacey that. So we lived in Texas for almost 3.5 months. And it was the best time that we had, and I think it was the best time that Taylor and Lacey had, because they didn't have to worry about us being around. But we cherished the time with Taylor and Lacey. We grew so close to both of you. You are so strong. They're so competitive. Taylor would wake up in the morning, just to give you an example, she's such a runner. It's unbelievable. She'd get up in the morning and I'd say, where's Taylor? And she goes, she went out for a 20-mile run. It's like, oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? What's for breakfast? But she would come back and not even like, she wouldn't be sweating. It's like, how many miles are you in? 20. It's like, seriously? And then I have my daughter, Lacey. So everybody that knows Lacey, that grew up with Lacey, she's such a competitor. First of all, everyone should realize that Lacey is the only girl in our family, and she's probably the most competitive person in our family. And she is loved by everybody in the family, even though she's my one and only girl. And I'm extremely happy with that. And I'll just tell you a side note is Renee, with my son Brady, she had a C-section because Brady wanted to hang out for a couple more weeks. And so she had a C-section, and so with Lacey it was pre-planned C-section. So Renee came to me and she said, what was the special day you would like? The obstetrician gave us either March 7th or the 14th, and I immediately said March 7th. That's a lucky day. And it's been lucky ever since. So a little side note here is Lacey's been known as a homing pigeon. There's so many stories I could tell you about Lacey, but she never wanted to really branch out. She always wanted to just kind of hang out and be at home and not go anywhere and not do anything. And we always wanted to just kind of push her out and try to, like, it's your time, you need to go out and do this. And one of the times was she just went to CSU. Her mom and I went up, I think it was the second weekend that we went up, because Lacey wanted us to come out. We did some shopping and stuff. And she was in the dorm, and we dropped off at the dorm, and it was not too late, but it was probably about 5 o'clock in the evening. And she called us and she texted us right after that. And she said, come and get me. And we were like, what? She did not want she did not want to be by herself. So her mom and I hung out in the car with her until midnight. Because she did not want to go back in, because she didn't want anybody to see her come in before they came in. So she wanted to make sure that she was one of the last ones there. So a little homing pigeon, I can say now, Taylor, you now have the homing pigeon. We have now blessed you with a homing pigeon. So she is now yours to take care of. We truly do young folk. We really do. One of the last things I would probably like to say is that
Love you, Dad.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, baby. I lost my mom. And we lost her mom and dad. Yeah, they were very special for our family. And I just want you to know that they're all here with you tonight. We love you. And the last thing I will say, and I thank you that you came up so early. Lacey had many names within the family that her mother-in-law or grandmother gave her. And I won't only tell you one because there was many others. But Lacey had the name of Whitaker Dicker. And that was a very special name. And so Miss Whitaker Dicker, I hate to tell you, you've now relinquished it to the new. Can you say that, Taylor? Yeah. We love you both. We love you. We have so many special girls. And we're here as a family. The family is a family, and we will be with you for the rest of your life. So nice, good. So get ready to climb her.
Talk, let's have conversations in the dark. World is sleeping, I'm awake with you. With you. Watch movies that we both already seen. I ain't even looking at the screen, it's true. I got my eyes on you. And you say that you're not worthy. You get hung up on your flaws. But in my eyes you are perfect as you are. I won't ever try to change you, change you. I will always want the same you, same you. Swear on everything I pray to that I won't break your heart. I'll be there when you get lonely, lonely. Keep the secrets that you told me. And your love is all you owe me. And I won't break your heart. On Sunday mornings we sleep until noon. Well, I could sleep forever next to you. Next to you. And we got places we both gotta be. But there ain't nothing I would rather do than blow up all my plans for you. And you say that you're not worthy and get hung up on your flaws. But in my eyes you are perfect as you are, as you are. I will never try to change you, change you. I will always want the same you, same you. Swear on everything I pray to that I won't break your heart. I'll be there when you get lonely, lonely. Keep the secrets that you told me. And your love is all you owe me. And I won't break your heart. it seems so hard. My darling, you should know this. My love is everywhere you are. I will never try to change you, change you. I will always want the same you, same you. Swear on everything I pray to that I won't break your heart. I'll be there when you get lonely, lonely. Keep the secrets that you told me, and your love is all you hold me. And I won't break your heart. I won't break your heart.
2, 1.
Saturday, Sunday,
It's Friday again. It's Saturday, Sunday. It's Friday again. I thought the hands of time would change me, and I'd be over this by now. Yeah, it's been too long since we got crazy. I'm lucky spinning out. I'm counting down till Friday come. I'm gonna do too much. No, I'm all in my bag, that's clutch. Feeling it, feeling it, feeling it. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, endless weekend on a wave, yeah. It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what? 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 This can't be bad.
down.